Hi guys, welcome to Twin Piers at Loch here in Scotland. A couple of years ago I've done a video on this dive site, but to be honest it wasn't a great video. So I've managed to come back here again and going to do a different video. It's called the Twin Piers for these. They used to be obviously piers and used to run off to the road to this point here. I believe it used to, purpose was it to offload and unload cargo from ships. Obviously no longer here. These twin piers have been here for quite a long time. They're getting very old. Sometimes the legs during rough weather and wind start to wobble. So the plan for this dive today is we're just going to go into the water here and then bear left and go into a so-called reef. Apologies for the traffic. There's a road there, main road, really busy road. So as I said, we're going to go out here, bear left and hit to a reef, roughly between 20 to 28 meters. Reef is just a case of a bunch of boulders and rocks where marine life has made their homes and a place to shelter. Swim around for a couple of minutes and then head back on. During the dive we should see the normal critters. You've got your clams, your starfish, edible crabs, your rasp and other marine life like snails, sea snails, and hopefully can spot the octopus. And if lucky enough, they're giant main jellyfish. So we've got two dives planned for today. You can see that today's overcast. It's November. It's not that cold. It's about 6 degrees. Don't know what the water's like yet. We'll soon find out and hopefully get some good footage. If you ever come to this dive site, I've made a video a couple of years ago. I'll put a link in the description or it might pop out at the end of the video of the actual location of this dive site. And again, if you ever come diving, I would not recommend to dive underneath the pier. As I said, it's quite old. You can dive around it, but I wouldn't recommend diving under it. Okay, this is where we set up our dive equipment. To get down, there's a ladder. It's a good site. It gets used quite a lot by other local divers in this area. Also in Loch you've got quite a few other dive sites. Further along, you've got Conga Alley. And in the distance, where apparently the aircraft carriers shored up getting resupplied, is a place called the A-frames. Again, you can look at my other videos. There's other videos on that site as well, if you ever think of coming along. Okay, enough waffling. It's time to get kit up. Of course, it's a dry suit because it's pretty cold. Get our kit on and go for a dive. See you in the water. Right, so we're heading towards the reef. As you can see, the ground on the bottom is quite gritty, and quite a few pebbles, stones. First critter we come across is the old hermit crab. And we've come across quite a few of these, the old sea snails. Later on in the video you see a few more sea snails laying their eggs. Next here's my dive buddy, Alice, trying out her new camera, her Divook smartphone camera, playing around touchscreen. Seems pretty good. Seen the results of these the images. I think she's pretty happy with these cameras. She had a Sea Life one before and wasn't really impressed. Also, you can see it in the background or foreground. You can absolute mass of mussels, empty shells of mussels, and a couple of starfish. Normally there's more starfish than this. This is like a mass graveyard. What the old starfish do, they sort of drill a hole into the shell of the mussel and then actually insert their stomach and digest the contents with their stomachs inside the shells. Everyone thinks they're nice creatures, but they're quite aggressive. So this was the highlight of the dive. As you've seen a minute, we came across this. Initially I thought it was some bit of rubbish, but it was a baby octopus. totally exposed, out in the open, without a care in the world. We spent a few minutes watching, observing the octopus just playing around. Again, out in the open, wasn't frightened of us, wasn't changing any colour. Quite impressed to see an octopus here. So it just shows you diving in Scotland, especially the sea lochs, you'd be very surprised to find different types of marine life. Unfortunately, we didn't see any conger eels. For some reason, they were not playing today. But a lot of people always ask me, oh, there's nothing to see in the Scottish waters or in UK waters, but there's always something to see. And here you have the sea snails laying their eggs. It looks like a bit of piping. As you see, there's quite a big mass of eggs. Just like this brittle starfish. That was one or two of them we spotted. So now we started to head back to the twin piers. As we swim along, we came across this cannonball jellyfish. Can't really tell, but it had a really nice light blue to its head. Swimming away. Normally there's more different types of jellyfish, but it's only one. Normally you see the old big massive line mains jellyfish, but this was the only one we saw at the time. Right, now you will see we're at the side of one of the piers. As you can see, one of the legs are just totally rotted away. That's why I said it's not advisable to go underneath these piers, just go around the side. You'll see in the background there's more than one leg, just totally, the concrete just disappeared and it's just been supported by the metal rods. Here again there's loads of mussels. Down below, again like a graveyard because of the starfish. And you see other marine life here. But as you can see, we're just going around the outskirts, having a look around. I'm just going to head back now. So this is one of two piers, just us looking underneath of the water. You can see parts of it just totally disappear, especially a whole leg. Who knows how long they will be here? Maybe one more year. If not, they will just end up collapsing and making another sort of, you can call it like an artificial reef for more marine life. Well, that's you just been watching the dive site of Twin Piers at Loch Long. I hope you found that interesting. Who knows, if you haven't dived this site before and you get an opportunity, definitely come and dive at this dive site. Right guys, that is it. Hopefully see you on the next video. Please subscribe, comment and share. Much appreciated as the channel is growing slowly. Right, as always, safe diving.